champion, silver medalist in the USA Nationals at 139 pounds. Gomez, a real warrior. He won the blue and gold nationals at 147 pounds. Also a Mexican national champion. Lost in the Olympic finals to represent Mexico. So both of these guys have a lot of experience for guys that don't have a lot of professional experience.
Right. Great amateur backgrounds, young pros, but you'll probably be able to see they'll look a lot more skilled than normal fighters with 2 or 3 fights because of that great amateur background.
Gomez, typical, what I would say, a Mexican sort of fighter in that he's really, really tough. He'll double with his jab. He's got good movement. Right now he's right in front of his man, but he'll dance side to side. We saw Ishe last month on the card. He looked terrific. Of course, you always look great when you're knocking somebody out like he knocked out Tony Stanza his last time out. A little bit wild is Ishe. He's got a pretty good jab, but he's got to work on it. He has a tendency to depend on his overhand right, which has a lot of power in it.
Coming off 2 first-round KOs, Ishe Smith, a lot of power in his overhand right, and he'll try to set up with his left jab.
Pretty good left hook got through by both guys. Gomez landed one, and right back was Ishe, counter-punching him. You know, Ishe had an interesting comment when I talked to him yesterday. He said, you know, boxing is my job, Smitty, but he said, I don't like it, but I've got the talent, so I do it. It's the first time I've ever heard a guy say, I don't like what he's doing.
Get off his head.
He calls himself Sugar Shea Smith and has sugar on the black trunks. Ishe Smith in the black with his back to you now, using that left hook. See inside fighting by Alfonso Gomez. Gomez tries to work the body. Bangs Ishe on the elbows, digs behind that elbow.
Most of the left hooks that Ishe is throwing have a lot of power behind him. He has a tendency to slap a little bit as well.
Toby Gibson right on top of Ishe says, hey, you pay attention to me, keep your hands up. I'll be looking at him when I'm talking to him. So the referee in charge, Toby Gibson, is definitely in charge. Interesting too, Smitty, in that we had 3 women judges. I can't recall the last time I saw a fight with 3 women judges. Cindy Barton, Patricia Jarman Manning, and C.J. Ross, all excellent judges, by the way.
Yeah, they get a lot of experience here in the boxing capital of the world, Las Vegas.
Working the bell tonight, Mike Lanchella.
I think Gomez needs to try to get inside and work. Now, he's inside, but he's not working. Smith, a quicker fighter, a little bit more dexterity, and I think what Gomez needs to do is work like he is right there.
We mentioned all the officials. Better mention Jane Broadfoot counting for the knockdowns and the timekeeper. So we got all the officials mentioned now. By the way, as we mentioned the officials, we got to talk about the scoring here in Nevada, the closing seconds. 10-point must scoring system. 3 judges score the fight. There is a 3 knockdown rule, no standing 8 count, and a mandatory 8 count following knockdown. All right, bell ends round 1. Pretty good round for both fighters. I thought Smith landed more low blow.
Okay, you mentioned, you see Gomez trying to dig to the body. This Smith comes back with a left hook, and ouch, that one did stray low. Good call by Toby.
All right, here we go. Round number 2, scheduled for 4. The youngsters, Ishe Smith, 3-0, 3 KOs. Alfonso Gomez, 1-0. I'm Bob Sheridan. We're with Jimmy Smith. We're here at the Orleans Hotel. Part of Guilty Boxing and Momentum Enterprises. Glad that you can be with us. Good shots being landed by Ishe now. Gomez feeling the power as Ishe really loading up shots now. He threw about 8 to 10 punches, and about 6 of them landed pretty heavily.
And Gomez started off the round very busily, jumped inside, worked the body as he's trying to do now, and then Smith took a step back and found the range for a nice flurry.
You know, he's a kid that loves the left-hand liver shots. The problem is he's not getting himself, see right there, see that liver shot? That's a good shot, Smitty, but he's not positioning himself properly. He wants to get more to his left. He's got to step to his left, get the angle, then he can deliver that left hand because he loves to throw it, and he throws it extremely well. Julio Cesar Chavez made a career out of shots below the right elbow of opponents. So he was in position there, but he's standing right in front of his man and allowing Ishe to come in and keep the pressure on him. Ishe felt the power of one of those shots underneath the elbow. You can see him grimacing on his face. There's another liver shot there. That hurt him. Good body shots by Gomez. Loads up the right hand. Digs to the body again. Another digging, punishing shot beneath that right elbow of Ishe. Ishe is really feeling these body shots now.
Some nice uppercuts. Some nice uppercuts. Colonel slipped in there by Gomez on the inside as well, but Ishe is complaining that just like that, a lot of these blows are straying low.
There's the jab. Touches him up a couple of times with that jab. Ishe comes back with the left hook of his own. There's another shot to the body. Ishe tries to answer. He got hurt to the body, so now he's decided maybe I should throw some body shots. He lands about 5 punches in that combination. Well, Smith's showing some courage because I thought he was hurt to the body fairly seriously here in the second round. 51 seconds to go. Boy, I'll tell you, Big Jeff Promotion, a guy that puts these fights together, they really know what they're doing there in the matchmaking.
In this one, two guys again in the early stages of their careers, but both have tremendous amateur backgrounds, so they really match up well, and stylistically they match up well, makes for a good fight.
Brad Goodman working with Jeff have really done a terrific job for Nick Rattani and Luke Alcino of Momentum Boxing. And they leave them alone. They let them make the matches. They're professionals at it. This is an example of a really good fight when you match up two young guys that are fighting like this. Looping right